Good evening, everyone. It's your homies, your favorite three homies, YB Civil, Thug and Care Bear, and AG Aura. Boy, I don't know why I did it like that,
Please don't do that again.
but it's your favorite podcast, ACare&Y. I wanted to start things off with another fun fact. So this one is a bit weird, and I really did enjoy finding this one out. So, originally I always thought teeth were considered bones, but come to find, like, did you guys heard about that, right? Like
Teeth?
yeah, like teeth are considered bones.
I thought they were
No.
like, there's cartilage. It's like,
Okay, so then you two already knew. So
here.
this is what I found out. It's one of the most surprising facts you didn't see coming, but teeth aren't bones. Teeth are similar to bones in some ways. Both are made from a primarily of calcium, and both contain nerves and blood vessels. But bones produce bone marrow, and teeth do not. Teeth do not contain bone marrow, although the red center of the tooth may resemble marrow. This living portion of the tooth is known as dental pulp. The dental pulp is made up of nerves, veins, and arteries that carry blood from the jaw to the tooth. So all these years where people were just like, "Oh yeah, like your teeth are actually bones," it was just a huge
So
misunderstanding.
I honestly thought it was fingernails.
So it
Like,
wasn't bone. So what is it
The same
exactly?
makeup and fingernails.
It's just
it like-
similar. It's just like
So it's a type of cartilage.
it's not a type of cartilage. It's just like they share some characteristics.
Characteristics.
Yeah.
Okay. So teeth is not 100% bone. It's
Yeah.
literally a filling. Okay.
And then also related to teeth is just smiling. So in other parts of the world, like anywhere in the world, if you smile, it's like, considered like as like a good gesture, like people can trust you. But the only time where you can't trust that is just like in a dark alleyway. Like that is the only time if someone's just smiling at you with a big grin, you can
Duh.
I'm
You can't
confused.
trust
Hold on, wait. If someone is smiling at you
Yeah.
in a dark alleyway,
dark alleyway.
I mean, I would suspect the dark alleyway is the reason why I can't trust you. Because
For
out of
real.
everywhere in the block, you smiling. You got to smile there. No, no, you don't. That's definitely a fact. I'll give you that. All right.
All right, so that was just the fun facts. I did leave a spot in here by chance. Or do you have a word of the day?
Oh, the word. You call me with that. Okay. The word of the day. Let me see what I can remember. I'll tell you something I remember.
Okay.
So my favorite word, and my cousins always tease me about this. Cousin tease me about this. So this word is ostentatious.
How do you spell that?
Ostentatious or ostentatious?
Ostentatious, not roast. We ain't roasted.
O-S...
Yeah, OSTENSTATIOUS, believe.
Oh.
Okay.
Is there more than one way to pronounce it?
No, that I believe it's just ostentatious.
Ostentatious.
Yeah. So that means like
So what is ostentatious?
ostentatious?
Yeah.
Okay, what is ostentatious? Tell me. Definition might be the same. Cause
Googling it.
I don't know.
y'all can't finna embarrass me in this
There's more than
podcast,
one way to
bro.
say
That
it.
is crazy. It be your own kind.
So when I Googled it, it's... Wait, hold on. Or do you already know the definition?
Impress, attracting notice, like you just gaudy, pretty much.
Okay.
Like flamboyant or pretentious. You like to show off a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's an adjective. So
Well, why does your family say that to you?
no. They tease me because they never heard of a big word, so they would just always say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I how like. Let me not. I'm about to get rude. Let me not. Point is, I learned a new word. I said it one time, and then
Wow.
we all just started saying it like over and over.
Okay, you call
What
what
was
he
you
was.
about to say?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. I was like, he's trying about to
What
violate
was
his
you about to
family.
say?
What?
You about to say
What do you
something
mean? I'm
about
sorry.
your family,
You lost
bro?
it. What happened?
What was you about to say? You said no, you're not. You're rude.
Oh, it wasn't towards you guys at all. No.
No, not us. Your family, bro. Like you.
Yeah, it's gonna be something rude. It's like, don't worry about it, bro. The point is ostentatious, guys.
Okay.
So it's
What
an
are you
adjective.
looking at, dog?
Yo, can we continue, bro, before Care loses it?
Look, this dog is looking at something and barking at the same time. Okay.
Yo, start the dang thing, bro, before we should go nuts.
Okay. So, Kara, did you have the 2 videos that you want to show us?
I sent them to you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh,
Like, yo, I look alright. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I put it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look good. I don't feel uncomfortable saying that. But that's something that I really struggled with growing up. Was my parents. I had a lot of low self-esteem, low self-confidence. That's also what led to me trying to like serial date, because I was looking for that external. My therapist, she was like, I need you to go to the mirror and tell yourself that you're handsome.
So we're gonna watch all 3 videos, and then we're going to.
Okay.
Personally, I had to learn to stop investing myself into others' lives more than I invest into my own life. I found out that I was there for others when I need them. I hop up and move when somebody need this, when they need that. I'm hopping up, I'm moving. Make sure I'm there. That I don't even get the personal time. So on a practical level, make sure like having friends is cool, having family and stuff is cool, but don't overextend yourself to where you're doing for others more than you're actually doing for yourselves. Because some of us, especially ones that are like naturally like serving and stuff like that, and just got people that got good hearts, sometimes we'll do more for other people and we do not return it back to ourselves. We don't fill ourselves back up. We don't pour back into ourselves. So just being intentional, like you don't have to run every time they call you.
Watching the 3rd video.
First time I walked into a room with the therapist, she was asking me all these questions about my childhood, and then all of a sudden I just like started crying. And that was the first time that I was able to process those specific emotions. Like I thought that I had already gone through everything. I thought that I had already processed all my feelings and stuff like that. But nah, she helped me bring out things and help me understand things about myself that I had always wondered, like, why am I like this? Or like, why do I feel like this in these situations? And she's like, well, because when you were a child, you didn't feel safe. And that's why you developed all these, coping mechanisms and things like that. And so that really allowed me to get zeroed in on myself, like a really objective look. It really changed my life for real.
Yeah,
I
because
recommend all black men. We all need therapy.
yeah, because
she's been
she's been telling me.
First time I walked into a room with a therapist.
Gonna lie, that like
What?
kind of put everything in perspective for me. Like,
Everything in perspective?
yeah,
Like
but-
parent-wise or what?
Yeah, oh, definitely parent-wise. Like,
That's a given.
I guess
Videos.
yeah. Or do you want to go first?
I want Care to go
So
first.
before we continue, before we discuss the videos,
Okay.
No, wait. Listen, before we discuss, I'm not good. No, I'm not going
She's
first.
so
on this
lagging right now.
one. I brought
Yeah,
the
I was
videos.
like, what's going on?
Okay,
Like-
before we discuss the videos, is do you think that talking about mental health in your household is something that is easily talked about?
No,
I don't think so.
no. It's never talked about.
Same. Okay. Now, before we begin, I'm gonna tell you both. I've only known y'all for 2 years now. B, you are very
Woke.
open to complimenting yourself
Thank you.
and complimenting others. Or I haven't really talked to you in that kind of capacity to find out whether or not you do that. But with the video about the guy telling himself that he's handsome, B, I don't see you having that issue. You might have had the issue as a kid, but as an adult, I don't see you having that issue. What do you think?
Well, if it's that first video, I gotta actually give it to my mom, who kind of like instilled that like confidence in myself. Only thing that I can say that my mom was like super big about though is that lady will always come for my ass. Like she would, like, I agree with him, like, yo, Haitian parents are your biggest bullies. But she would always just be like, "Oh, you skinny as fuck, bro." Like, and I'm like, "Yo, like, get off me." She'd be like, "Yo, you have like," she'll be putting on my school uniform, and she's like, "Yo, you got no ass." Like, literally, I was just that skinny, and she'd just be like, "You have nothing." So she would always tell me that, like, you know, you gotta like love yourself, like, you know, take care of yourself, and just like be prideful. So that's why, like, I grew up to, you know, just always like, I love myself. But when it came to my cheeks, my body positivity, I was just always like nervous. Like, that's like the one thing I was like super nervous about, like, as I was getting older. But I did grow the confidence in time.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
God damn it. Bro, like,
you got no ass.
Bro, it was literally every single day right before school.
I'm not surprised.
She would be like, "You have nothing back here."
I'm not surprised she says that. Like,
bro, that shit used to
But
hurt,
is it also why your boys was talking about that picture of you with your with cakes?
Okay.
Cake?
Can you stop? Please no. Please no. Let's just move forward, please.
Is it my turn?
Yes, please go.
Yes.
Please go. Okay. So, just to clarify, for the sake of people listening, so the question I was asked was, is mental health a subject that's always brought up in a household? I replied no, because Caribbean parents, and for those who have Caribbean parents, they can relate, right? We never talk about that because when it comes to anything that they don't see, they won't talk about it. They don't really strongly believe in that. The second part was going to the mirror and saying, you know, stuff like I'm cute and whatever. Obviously, no. Like, that's a major no. Like, hell no to me. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's that I know it's difficult for me personally to do any of that. Because, like I mentioned before, everything rooted from me being negative when I was a kid in Hebron. I won't say I was necessarily bullied in Hebron, because apparently some folks like me, and I didn't even know until after I graduate, B told me that. But it was the matter of the fact how I saw myself worse than anything possible, and the reason why I did that is because in case my mom were to say something negative, it wouldn't hurt me. Now, disclaimer, I'm not trying to make it seem like my mom is like abusive or whatnot. No, that's not what this is. It's just that when it comes to her tongue, it hurts a lot. Like, the whole family knows that she has a sharp tongue. And Caribbean parents, like, they literally tell you things straight up with no filter. Like how B just mentioned with the whole pants thing. Like, for me, with my mom, for example, like, if I don't get a haircut, she would literally say in Creole, she will go, whoosh, bigu lead. That means, like, yo, like,
yeah.
she was, the whoosh part is like sucking the teeth kind of thing. It's just like, oh my gosh. And pretty much she'll say it in English. She'd be like, you look ugly. Like, right there, straightforward. Alright, and even if that was a way for me to go get a haircut, it still hurts when you just call someone you look ugly. And other people are like, yo, you look fine. Like, you're just growing your hair out. You don't. Obviously, there are more things to the matter of what caused me to start thinking negatively, which happens because of the household. But the point is that from a kid, I would see myself as something completely below anything you could possibly think of that's disgusting. I would be worse than that. And growing up with that mindset is what affected me. So when I get a compliment, it's hard for me to say thank you, but I will say thank you just for the sake of just cutting the conversation quick. Like, I don't want to drag it. Like, people be like, oh my gosh, you look nice. And I'm like, thank you. Obviously, I don't believe it, but I don't want you to keep on, like, telling me that. Because it doesn't rub with me.
What would it take for you to believe it?
What would it? Prayer. At this point, prayer, bro. Because it goes deep into the whole situation with me not taking pictures and whatnot. Because B already knows, like, we're practically brothers. Me growing up, I hate taking pictures. Yeah. Like, I'll be in events that you don't know because I wasn't part of the picture. Like, I was there, but
you'd be the one who wanted to take the picture.
Yeah, I'll be the one who's
Yeah.
willing to take the picture like for you guys, but I won't be in the picture. Um, but yeah, that's literally the main reason. So anything with pictures, you don't see me. So that's why it took me a while to even show my face on stream. So when people was like, "You gonna do a video? You gonna do a video?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm actually gonna keep my word and try to overcome this." And then folks were shocked. It was like, "What? You actually did it?" But yeah, that's my piece.
I ain't gonna lie, I was mad hype when you started showing your face on camera, bro. Like I was super hyped for you. I was like, yo, I'm happy for my brother, yo.
I appreciate it.
Like,
I low key regret it, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, because
Why?
that whole mysterious vibe that captures people. That really captures. A lot of people will feed into the curiosity and continue to come, and it happens. It happens. Folks will be like, "Yo, how do you look?" Like the folks will be like, "How do you look? I don't even think are you even black?" This is like, bro, like I've known you for like 2 years, and I still don't even know your face, like what you would look like. What if I came to New York? Like I was like, if you came to New York, then yeah, I'll see you. Like it's not like your face is a camera. Like yo, like I'll come and I'll see you. But eventually, I was cool with video because I used to Skype back then, and then video wasn't a picture. Like I was constantly moving, or it was not 100%. It wasn't 100% clear. Like back then,
Yeah.
to people, 720 looked like 1080 back in the past, right? But like now you see the difference. But with the video camera, or I should say with a webcam, you don't really get that 1080 experience all the time. So it's in a sense it was like masking me, but you can still see the general outlook or physical characteristics of what I am. So yeah, that's why. But I still regret like to show my face. I feel like if I just kept that mysterious vibe, a lot of people would love that.
Okay.
I
Well,
care.
my turn.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first question that I asked you guys? The mental health one?
The question was if it was held like in the household. Was that a subject in your household? Was it brought up?
Yeah.
So no.
Okay.
I am a huge advocate in my family for mental health. Like I'm the only person in my family who seeks counseling, and that's one primarily due to being a veteran, because I get it for free. And there was a lot of stuff that I faced as a child that I needed to overcome as like the inner me needed to overcome it, and then the adult me needed to recognize the trauma that I had from it. So I am a huge advocate for mental health, and I try to get my family to talk about it, but every single time I bring it up to them, my mother is huge, like she's strongly against it. She's coming around to the idea of it, but she will never see that she needs to see help. So as far as we talk about it, but they are not willing to go and do something about it.
Okay.
And then, huh?
No, I'm listening. Continue.
I was agreeing. Like I
And-
like this.
And then as far as like the self-image and like telling yourself that you're pretty and whatnot, or handsome in y'all's terms. But for me,
Wait, hold on. Pause real quick.
pausing.
I feel like a man could call himself pretty. Like I call myself pretty sometimes. Like I could be a pretty guy.
The same if you
Like-
stop to make a
like-
statement. I hear, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because you are very open to acknowledging other people's appearance and complimenting people on their appearance, be it male or female. And so I think you're very comfortable with that. So yes, you are comfortable with the term pretty. But if you ask a little boy, "Are you pretty?" they'll be like, "No, I'm handsome." Well, not nowadays. Nowadays, some of them probably say they're pretty.
Like, pause.
But like back when we were growing up, it was more of a handsome term.
Okay.
So-
But
I agree.
So not to deviate, but would you compliment yourself in front of the mirror?
Honestly, I don't think I would say it in front of the mirror because I feel like that just sounds weird to just walk up and be like,
I mean, yeah, because
like-
it's if it's not common, it's gonna be weird. But I'm saying that would you still compliment yourself? Like, Carrot, would you constantly compliment? Not constantly, but would you compliment yourself?
No, because I still have a hard time expressing that. Only because, yes and no. When I do my makeup and whatnot, like be it if it's like plain Jane makeup or if it's like the crazy extravagant stuff, I like I I resonate with that look on me a lot more. But ooh, we about to get deep. Hold on, let me catch my emotions before they get out of hand. Holy shit, that was fast.
Maybe I should remove some questions from here then, because I don't.
No, we can dig. We can dig deep.
Wait. What do you mean you gotta get beat? Are you tearing up?
No, but my chest got tight, and that was weird.
Or maybe, yeah.
Okay, so I'm about to say this real fast because I don't want to get emotional.
Okay, it's okay.
Right. It is not because I don't want to cry. Yes, it is a safe space, but
it's okay. It's okay.
Listen. Okay, so growing up, I've always been on the heavier side of life. Going into the military, I was heavy. Getting out of the military, I was heavy. So I've always been on the heavier side of life. I love my body. I love everything about my body. I don't want to be skinny. When I got out of boot camp and I was still considered heavy for the military, but for my standards, I was skinny. I hated my image. I did not like the way I looked. I was uncomfortable. So I've always enjoyed being thick. However, growing up, my mother always chastised me saying, oh, you need to go to the gym. Oh, you need to do this. Or you need to stop eating. Or you need to stop doing this. And I grew up in a single household. So my mom was my primary person. So growing up, I had her telling me that I wasn't pretty enough. Like, okay, as a little girl, she told me I was beautiful all the time. Somewhere around middle school, that started to change. And it started to be more of the critiquing my body image and telling me that I need to do different things with my hair or things such as that. So then, roll around to 2015 when my hair fell out and there was nothing that I could do to stop my hair from falling out. I really had to re-identify with what I found was beautiful within myself. I did not mind short haircuts. I did not mind having a bald head or having a buzz cut. But what I did mind is other people's perception of who they thought I was or how they thought I was. And so would I be able to like look at myself now and tell myself without makeup or anything like that I'm pretty? No. But if I have makeup on, I'm like, damn girl, you look good. And then it's a whole nother, like, my confidence goes through the roof on that one. But if there's a man in front of me right now, would I say it? No, I wouldn't.
Okay. Do you want to piggyback on that, B? Or?
No, like,
Hey, okay.
Say. Like,
I told you it was gonna get deep real fast.
No. You're good. Can I start?
My ears got hot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start.
Care, like, if you need some water, go get some water. Like,
First, if you need some water or a break,
I got water right beside my desk.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna personally, on behalf of me and B, thank you for sharing, and on behalf of people who are listening, thank you for sharing that. I know it's a lot. Secondly, I do commend you because, like you said, you have moments where you will compliment yourself, like you are not compliment. I'm sorry, you are content with your body, right? And that in itself is a huge milestone that a lot of people do not accomplish. Like, it really is. I'm one of those people who don't accomplish that because I even told my cousin now, like, I don't like how I look. Like, I never do. Like, I go to the gym every day, and I reach the epitome where I just settle that I don't look good, but I'm still gonna hit the gym regardless because I still want to feel good, right? That's the difference. So I do highly respect, and I love that you mentioned that. And I'm really sorry that you were surrounded by people who would like make suggestions like what you should do with your body. Obviously that's the case with everything. Like, I feel like people kind of view other folks as if we're a house. Like, you always just want to change the insides, like, to your liking, even though you don't own us, right? So, Yeah, no, I commend you for that. So thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Okay, got road to you. I was like, yo,
Like I told you, like
no, it's
'cause-
fine. I'm glad. I want
Shoot.
people to relate to that too. Like understand that we're all going through something, and they're not by themselves. But one last thing is that I do remember, because I see you at the gym, and like, girl, you deadlifting, squatting, like you going heavy, and you did. I think you showed me, somebody that you followed or looked up to, and she was like honestly just like you, like in
Yeah.
terms of physique, and she was like, yo, she was looking good, bro. Like she was going at it, and I was like, yo, hair is definitely gonna be great. Like, yo, she continues like this, bro. It's all her. Like, that's all you. That's all you. But yeah, thank you for sharing that though. But let me not ramble on even more so.
I guess to save time, if we can compress just these last two videos. So with the first guy who, my bad, I was just reading something real quick. With the guys going to therapy, all right, so my biggest thing is I do love that there are more like black brothers and sisters who are now going to therapy. Honestly, I'm just happy that there are more people going to therapy, but especially that there's more black people going to therapy. But personally, I don't think I can do it. Like I can't see myself going to therapy. Like I feel like I could probably use that help one day in life. Like I'm not opposed to going, but it's just like, I cannot go just because like I'm be real. I think it's just financially I cannot go to a therapist because I'm just like, yo,
if it was free,
I would at least consider it. It would be like a 90% chance
right?
that I would go there. But if I have to go to a therapist and I'm dropping $300 for one session and then for them to give me medication, I'm gonna be upset because it's just like I don't want to look towards medication for a solution versus like I want to find what the root of the problem is and then just solve it. Like how can I move forward and how can I progress no matter how long it takes or how hard the journey is. I'd rather solve it than instead of like taking a drug so that it could temporarily solve what the problem was. So I can
sometimes
feel
it's
better.
not about solving it though, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I'm people could just correct me. Doesn't it take like an extreme case to where medication's needed?
No.
It's not. You could just still pop a pill.
Nope. There's two different types of therapy. So the type that I seek when I go to the VA is a mental health coach, essentially. And for me, when I talk to her, I'm not asking for her to solve anything. I'm not asking for her to prescribe me anything. She can't prescribe me anything, first off, because she's not a psychiatrist. So the psychiatrist is the ones that prescribe you medicine or medication to help you with either depression, anxiety, and those such things. But for mental health therapists and some there's another type of therapist, but those two, they're only there to listen and to give you guidance on what you're doing. So the first time that I sought help was when I first got out of the military back in 2016. And the lady that I was speaking with then, she was like, you're doing everything that you need to be doing. So exactly why are you here? And I said, I told the lady, I was like, because I don't trust anyone else outside of I don't trust anyone with the knowledge of what I'm telling you. And she was like, you don't think you can tell your family and friends what you're going through? And I was like, nope. And then she asked me why. And I was like, because I always have to be the strong one for everybody else. And I don't want them to see me in this. I don't want them to see me vulnerable or perceive me as weak. And so she was like, oh, okay, I get that. So that's the only reason why I talk to a therapist, because I can't go to those that are around me all the time.
Okay.
But she doesn't prescribe me medicine. She doesn't tell me, oh, you need to go see a psychiatrist. She doesn't do anything like that. She just listens to me and then helps me figure out the next step in whatever journey I'm on.
With your therapist, did she also serve? Or
No.
okay, because like I thought like in the VA like you had to have served so that you can like help veterans.
No. She did not. Neither one of the ladies that I've spoken with served in the military. So for them, it's more of a learning experience as well, because they're getting to see veterans in their despair, I guess. That's one of the reasons why I'm out here in Texas, is because I was telling my therapist about what I was going through back at home, and I was telling her that I was contemplating running away or living in my car, and she was like, just go to Texas. If you have somebody that's there that's saying, hey, you can come stay with me, go. So I packed up my shit and left.
Which I might have to add, Care, I'm happy that you took that move. Like I feel like it's been very good for you. I know it's gonna be a long trip for you to come back up here for. I think you said September, right? Is when you have to come back.
October 1st.
Oh god damn, that's so far. But I wish it could be even further, just so that you can at least have more time out there. But just enjoy that time, because you deserve that break. Like you needed to step away from there.
Yep.
And then Aura.
Sorry, I was digesting all of that. Okay. No, continuing. Therapy? No. Most likely, same as your reason, financial-wise, $300 for us to talk. Absolutely absurd. Respectfully. But folks need to get paid, so. Secondly, another reason why I wouldn't is because I was blessed enough to have a family member who would constantly compliment me, but not consistently, but would just solidify my strength in myself, which is my aunt. So anytime I mention my aunt, I go crazy tangent. So for those of you who don't know me or is listening for the first time, anytime I have to deal with my aunt, she's practically the one who's kept me alive to this day. I'll just say that. So anything with like having to deal with thoughts and stuff like that, I will literally talk to her about it, because I need someone. Obviously, I need someone to talk to. So she would give me a lot of things, and I kind of see her as a role model because she's been through a lot in her life. So using what she's gone through, I would take that to heart and sometimes help others, which also helped me. You know, sometimes I listen to folks who help me because I will help people. Me helping people makes me feel good. So that's what I would go with. But the whole therapy thing, most likely no, because financial. But if it was free, yeah, I'll give it a shot, see how it's like.
Same.
And if I don't like it, then c'est la vie, you know.
Hit that c'est la vie.
It's la vie. But yeah, that's mostly it.
Okay. So then, I'm happy that you guys dropped those videos, because the next part of the conversation, it's gonna get a little intense. So I just need you guys to anyone who's listening, just have this as a safe place. Like if you need some water, like, because we will be diving very deep into the conversation. But the first thing is, like, how do you guys react under stress? Like,
how do I react under stress? Oh, okay.
I shut down.
Yeah, Garrett, go. Kick it off. Go.
I shut down because my body does not react well with stress. So, one of the reasons why I had to get out of the military, aside from the weight issue, was because my hair was falling out due to the amount of stress that I had. So in the Navy, they give us these little stress reader cards. And every day I would come to work, put my hand on the card, and see what color I got. And every single day, the color was black, which means stressed out. The day that I signed my DD-214 to get out the military, I put my hand on that card and it turned blue. And I was like, oh, this is the best thing I could have done, which meant I was extremely calm. So I shut down because I cannot take on the responsibility of other people's stress. And if I don't shut down, then I get super, super angry, and it's like the happy-go-lucky person that everybody sees is completely out the window and planets away, and there's nothing but like this villain of animosity. So I shut down.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Aura?
Right. Oh, how do I deal with stress? Whew, okay. Let me see how I could do this. How do I deal with stress? I will try my best to calm myself down with either A, music, B, watching anime, C, going to the gym, D, taking a walk, or E, talk to somebody. If these were not available to me, if all these options were not available to me, I would do the sad thing of holding it in. At the same time, like you can see the emotion. Like I wear my emotion on my sleeve. Like if I don't like something, you'll see in my face I don't like it, right? But like, I'm not gonna sit there and use more muscles to fake my emotion to you. Like if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I will take it in and I will hold it in, which is not good. Because obviously there was a lot that happened with school, for grad school, for example. Like I did not know the amount of stress I had to go through with school. I was talking to my cousin about it. It's like biggest distraction ever in school. Personally, for me, was family. Some events were not controlled, others can be controlled, but they were disregarded because I was just simply in school. And what annoyed me the most was that most of the family has been through school, so they should understand how much stress I'm going through. And it kind of irks me too because, like I said, there's only one person I do talk to, and I constantly don't want to bother that person. So if I were to mention that I'm stressed, once again, Caribbean parents win the medal for not giving a damn because they'd be like, "What stress?" And you'd be like,
Yeah.
What you gotta be
I hate
stressed
that.
for?
I
You don't-
hate
you
that
ain't
so
know
much,
nothing.
bro. It's like they think this world only has one type of stress, and this stress is the only stress you should worry about. And I'm sitting there like, nah, bro. Like, there's so much more. So my problem is that I hold it in, and then I'll just go deep and I'll just think negative, bro. I'll be like, I'll just accept it. I'll be like, it is what it is. At this point, I'm just gonna have to move on because, God forbid, I die tomorrow. Then that's it. Like literally, that's just how it is. There's nothing I can do now. So when a lot of people is like, bro, you just need some time off. I'm like, yeah, I would like to, but first I need the bread, and I need the time for me to do that. So,
The bread.
but yeah, my problem's that I just hold it in too much.
I think I'm the same. Like there's honestly, like from what you both said, like there's literally just like there's no right way or wrong way to handle stress. Like it's natural for everyone to experience stress, and just like some people have breakdowns, some people just they just they give up. Some people like they can manage through the stress. So the best way that I kind of learned how to like manage through stress was just like organizing. So if the moment like something is overwhelming me, like I need to step away for a few seconds, like back outside, take a deep breath, and just like sort everything out in my head, like map it out, like what to do. Like for example, if I work, there was a time where me and Care, we were just recently hired. Like we were probably like 2 or 3 months in, and I got all of my work done. Like I was prepared to just relax for a solid like 2 weeks. And somebody who was there a few years before me, like probably like 6 or 5 years before me, they've been in the position. They know how to do their work. But what they did, they just in my job, like you can flip activities so it looks like you already completed it. So when she took her leave, all of her work got passed down to me. And someone else in my team got all of my old files. So everyone's files is sitting in like the 80s and 80%, 70%, 90%. Like everyone's already above me. I was already at 80% and I dropped down to 10%. And I only had a week left to get all of my work done. And I was sitting there just like stressed. Like I was like, what the Like, what happened? And, like, I remember talking to Care. I was like, we had another co-worker who used to work there. Like, the three of us would just be chatting, and I'm like, yo, like, this does not make sense. So I messaged my my team lead, and I was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this work. Like, I'm gonna try my hardest to get as close as I can to completion, but if there's only a week for a deadline, I'm gonna knock out as much as possible, and I'm not doing any more than that. Like, I'm not gonna force myself to do this. So after I was able to like organize everything I needed, I was like, yo, I just need like 2 hours to myself, and I can do this. Like, I can legit take care of this. Granted, I didn't get to like 80 or 90%. I got to like 70% complete, but I was like, yo, within a week, that is amazing. Like, I will take that milestone for myself. And I remember like managers messaging me like, oh, that's so great. Like, how'd you do it? And I was like, yo, I just needed to be left alone, and I can do this. Like, it's like the numbers make sense in my head, but it's just it was so much that I was taking in that I was like, yo, this is messed up, and y'all really need to fix the system. Granted, they ain't fix nothing.
They ain't fix it.
They ain't fix jack shit.
They never do.
But there are still people to this day, even like new people who are getting hired, are still doing that same like kind of method of like acting as if they finished the files already. So I just hope that, you know, people figure that out. But back to our conversation, when it comes down to stress, the best way that I do everything is just I step away for a few minutes and just organize. Like, everything, you can fit stuff in a box. Like, it's hard when it's just all jumbled, but if you can sit down and take time to yourself, you can try to find a different outcome when it comes down to like just being stressed. And segueing off to our second question, what does mental decompression look like to you guys?
What exactly is mental decompression?
So, like, how do you guys unwind in like a stressful situation? Like, what's like the reliever for you guys? I think Aura kind of said that his aunt was like what relieves him.
Yeah, but like no, like it's from. So the options again is like I will talk to my aunt, but obviously, if things are like against a wind, like if my other options are not available. But like I said, it could just be music, taking a walk, going to the gym, watching anime. Could be a movie, or what I do now recently is that, like since I eat clean for 6 days out of the week, I would choose one day out of that week to eat whatever I want and just treat myself.
Or what's like the one thing that you go for? And I feel like I already know it though. Like
the one thing of
your number one meal, like when like
oh yeah, you already know, bro.
I feel, you could just say it for the podcast, bro.
This is for the podcast. You're clown. Alright, so what happened is that for my cheat day, I will always go to a pizza store and I would get their. You're a clown, I hate you. Yep. I will go to a pizza store and I would get their chicken barbecue pizza, but like a little bit of ranch like drizzled on top. I say drizzle because it's not drenched. It's not like where it's like a dipping sauce. No, it is actually really really good. I've taken like, I kid you not, I've taken like, I think more than 10 people to that spot. I was like, bro, try it. And every single person that went there loved it. Like, they wolfed it down. So that's what I do. My cheat day, I get that pizza, some garlic knots, and I just watch a movie, or I just chill and just watch anime. That's a good way to, like, you know, take care of myself. But yeah.
And Care, how about you?
I listen to music. I go to the gym. I get out in nature. Like, I have to, for me to mentally decompress from a stressful situation or stress in general, I have to take myself out of that environment completely. So typically, I leave. I've been doing this since I was young too. I used to get in the car and just drive for hours. Like, I didn't care what gas was. I would drive. And if it was driving up and down the same road, I would drive up and down the same road. But I would leave out of the situation with music blasting and the windows down so I could have air. And so,
okay, yeah. So I I thought about this next question just because of teachers. So, do you guys think that jobs should have mental days off for employees?
Yes.
Heck yeah. We already thought they should just have instead of 5 days, we should just have 4 days and have a 3-day weekend. Like
Say that
Friday's
louder for the
practically a
people in the
weekend.
back, bro. Please say that
Yeah.
again for the people in the back.
Hear ye, hear ye. I wish it that thou alloweth only 4 days of work and 3 days of thy relaxation.
Funny thing is,
The
I had just said this at
study
work.
has study has shown there is a tremendous increase of happiness, mental stability. You literally name it. They literally show that an increase of it. Because when folks just work for 4 days and they have 3 days, it's enough time. They can squeeze like one time to just or a day to do something they like. So yeah, I feel like if they do that, it will be better. I'm not really smart in terms of like budgeting, how the economy is going to work and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure everybody is putting on their suit and tying up their belt to prove a point. But all I'm saying is at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we all love to sleep and have some sort of rest. So 3 days wouldn't hurt. 3 days wouldn't hurt. That's it.
I literally just said this at work the other day where I was like, man, I think I'm about to switch to 4 10-hour days so that I can have 3 days off.
That's yeah, bro. Like I think I should probably move somewhere where we just work 4 days and then have 3 days to ourselves.
I think in Cali and some places in Europe, they do have 4-day work weeks, and then like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're off.
Speaking of which, if anybody that we know is in Cali, prayers to them because the hurricane's happening. So hope safety and everything right now. Because apparently I find out that if it rains, it's apparently a flood in Cali. So now there's a hurricane. I don't know what's up. So hopefully safety to the family out there.
To our Cali listeners, we're praying for you.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the last question in regards to mental health, and I felt like it's a very a very tough one. So, have you ever been in a situation where you know someone was self-harming, or have you been in a situation where you felt as if you want to self-harm?
Okay. Sorry, here go.
Bro, you was about to go deep into it, and you was like, care.
Like I put on my running sneakers. Okay.
Yes, that's all I got. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's it.
That's it. Care
yes to both.
You're not gonna elaborate? If you want to, if you don't want to,
if it's too much, we could just move forward.
Yeah.
No, it's not too much. It's I've had friends growing up who used to self-harm a lot. And I was the person that they would confide in, telling that they were doing it. I've had to have like children in my life currently tell me about them self-harming themselves. Younger me did try a few times, but it wasn't something, it didn't take away the issue that I was facing. So it wasn't a solution for me. So I didn't continue doing it. And I found out like early on that it wasn't going to be a solution. And so it was pointless to do it. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go next, B? Or?
I can, but I feel like y'all gonna judge me for this one.
No, we ain't gonna. Bro,
all right.
Stop it.
Honestly, no, because it's bad. It's really bad. So I for both of them, yes. Like I've thought about it, but I was like, nah, I'm not. I don't want to self-harm just because like our school, like our middle school is super religious. So I was just like, if I self-harm, that means I'm going to hell. And that's going to be more like damage later on. So I'm like, nah, forget that. I'm going to try other means of like getting around. So like, I think that was the last time I ever thought of like self-harming was probably like 3rd grade. Like that was like the only time that I like, it was really there. Like I wanted to, but I was like, no. Like it's not worth it.
What?
So,
You want to elaborate on what or no?
Like I thought about like, taking my own life. Like I was just like, I was really young, and I thought like, yo, like this is the only way. But I was like, nah, like I can get through this. Like life will be better. So I've always had that mindset. Like ever since that like time, I was like, life can get better than this. So let's just keep fighting.
And you in 3rd grade, bro.
Yeah. So
look, you'd be surprised.
No, I'm not.
I thought you guys were gonna judge me though.
No, why would I?
No, that's not it. The next part is where I thought you guys are gonna judge me because it's bad.
Okay,
sorry.
So,
I did know somebody who was self-harming, and he like, so it was in high school. I knew a few people who were self-harming, but I just never paid no mind to it. But this one guy, I did see that he was self-harming, and he had said that he was going to run away or he'll like come back and shoot up the school. And the entire time he's telling me this, I was like, bro, we're just in computer class. Like, why are you so upset? Like, I was like the worst person to like for that situation. And then when he actually ran away from home, I was like, shit, I should have said something. Like, I should have at least tried. But I just wasn't like, I wasn't aware. Like, again, it's high school. Like, my mindset was just like, bro, we're in computer class. Like, this is the easiest class right now. Like, what are you like saying that you want to run away for? And he was just like, I just need to run away, or I'm gonna shoot up this school. And I'm like, come on, bro. No, you're not.
So we sort of respectfully glad that he ran away, because other option could have been okay. Yeah. And he wasn't. Was he? I'm not trying. Was he white?
Honestly, I think he was Hispanic.
Okay, cool. Just making sure, because I was just like, a lot of racial things about like who shoots up schools and not, but that's a different thing.
I should.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge you for that, bro. Like,
bro, I thought everybody. Because
why would I judge you? Oh my gosh,
bro, I thought I was like an ass to that kid, because I was
how dare you make mistakes, man? How dare you? How dare you not be perfect?
Bro, I know, bro. I should have talked him down, bro. I should have hugged him.
I am tired of you being a human being. Like, are you kidding me? Like, stop, bro. Yo, nobody's judging you, man. Like I said, it was definitely the timing too, because you see, he was mad. In your perspective, it was like it was computer class, but for him, he probably had a whole world in his mind.
Yeah.
And then he just literally. So don't beat yourself up for it. But it's the fact that you did acknowledge that, yo, you feel bad, so that you did have respect. Yeah. Like, it isn't like on the whim. So don't, bro. You're fine. I thought it was something crazy. Like, I thought you was like told to do like do it. Like, no.
Do a backflip, bro.
Nah. You're good. Let me not extend this anymore. With me, yes, I've also observed. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in stream before or podcast. If not, I'll tell it now, and I apologize for repeating. But there was the story of like back when I was in high school, how I was really stupid too. So what happened is that there's never really a peaceful moment in my household, and when I say peaceful, I mean there's never really a moment in the house without some kind of argument or yelling that can take a toll on me. So anywho, in high school, I came home and I was updating something on the PS4 and PS4, PS3, PS4.
You said high school?
Either one. Yeah.
Probably PS3.
Probably PS3, yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I was updating something, and my mom was like, yo, go take a shower. I was like, yo, I kid you not. I was like, I'm going to, let me just download something, right? I came from high school, bro. I'm already stressed. Like, I'm high school. I already tried to do my homework real quick just to ease, come home and not do homework, because I wanted to sit there and watch anime. Anywho, so it hasn't even been, I kid you not, it has not even been a minute, bro. A minute did not pass. I don't know what happened in this woman's mind, if time accelerated and a day passed by in her mind. So she gets mad, and then she was like, yo, didn't I tell you to take a shower? And then my brother, was like the instigator, will just throw in his comment. So obviously, everything that accumulated of all the yelling, not in that one day, but in the span of the week, it pretty much like blew up on me. So what happened is that do you ever see like those black hairpins? The one that I'm trying to explain it. It's like you always see these people. They will always pull up with the rolls. Like when they roll up the hair, they have the black pin to hold that.
It's like the little
The bobby pins.
Yeah, like those. Or like the bob, exactly, yeah. So what happened is that if you take out the headpiece of it, there's actually a sharp edge.
Sharp, yeah.
Exactly. So what happened is that obviously I can't swing at my mom as much as I wanted to. You cannot swing at your mom. So one time I took the bobby pin, I did that, and I just jammed it to my wrist. And I went into the shower, and my whole body was buzzing, bro. Like from head to toe, it was just buzzing. Like the sensation when your leg falls asleep. Imagine that all over your whole body. And I'm like in the shower, and I'm like crouching, and like I'm just crouching with my knees to my stomach, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like shaking, bro. And after I finished the shower, I got the shower, and when I got the shower, I hear the doorbell. And, you know, I'm still, like, angry and stuff. I'm like, yo, bro, just because somebody's rushing me to take a shower and stuff. Anywho, as soon as I hear my aunt, bro, I tell you, everything in me shut down, bro. I was just in tears and stuff. I'm just, like, trying to wipe it away and whatever. And I go to the bedroom, I'm changing. And then she noticed that I didn't come to the front yet, so she walks into the bedroom, and then she sees me like holding my hand, and then she was like, she looked at me and she was like, move your hand. And I was like, okay, I moved it. And then she looked at me, she was like, did you do that? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, all right, let's just go out and get some smoothie, let's go talk, right? But do you see how she approached me and handled me with calm? Exactly. Compared to if I had to show this to your average Haitian woman, she'd have been like, make a whole scene. You know, like your head is on the run, or I guess you reach your destination, or whatever crap they want to say, bro. So that was the time I self-inflicted harm, obviously. Were there thoughts of multiple times that I went to? Of course, bro. I won't say every day, but at least once a week. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Like even in grad school, there was one time I'm literally at my location from 12 to 7:30 something. Like I'm in there, and this is for school, so I'm not getting paid, bro. I'm not. But the fact is that in this location, I was being worked to the bone, and it wasn't even anything beneficial towards my school. Like I was just a masseuse, bro. I'm just massaging folks, like which is not my
working you, bro. Like
it was not even part of my major. So one time on my way home, bro, when I tell you, I kid you not, even tell my cousin, 5 minutes I'm staring at this train tracks. 5 minutes. I'm just staring at the train track. I'm not moving. I'm just staring at the train track, bro. And I'm like, yo, bro, I can cause like the quickest traffic right now if I just jump. Like I'm just looking at it, and I was really compensating. And I was like, I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, yo, man up, bro. Like just get this over with, bro. Just push. And I'm calling some folks that I told friends who like checking up on me. But yeah, it happens all the time, bro. Like it's not a clean up head all the time. So literally like once a week for that whole time in school, depression and suicide thoughts were hitting, bro. They were hitting. So the fact that I left and finally got my vacation, bro, when I say that I needed it, I needed it so bad.
And I'm so happy that you get to finally relax, bro.
After 4 years of not relaxing, bro, this is my turn.
How long is this vacation, by the way? Like, are you just...
I'm in San Antonio for like a month, so I came in like I came cousin, when did I come?
I thought like it's been like a week since you've been here.
It's been only for like a week so far, right? Like a good week, like a week and a couple of days. I've been here because I came like last Wednesday or the like
I don't remember.
the 16th. Yeah, so I came in. Oh yeah, I came in like the 9th or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So like 2 weeks. So just hit 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be like back like September or something. So I'm just spending a solid month here. That's why I'm not streaming for a while. None of that. Like some folks don't even know I left. I just left on the whim.
Enjoy it though, man. Like
yeah. Ooh, but yeah, so it's definitely both.
If you ever find yourself over on this side of town, yo, pull up and we gotta go get some food. It's this place called Yuppie Over here,
Yeah, B.
yeah. Granted, it'll be a drive for you. Like it's gonna be,
You only in Tampa, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because we're only in Miami, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll
I
see.
think they probably have
It's
one
3
up
to 4
there.
hours.
It's 3 to 4 hour drive.
Yeah, that drive is it.
I mean, we'll see. We'll
Bro,
see. We'll see.
It's a drive.
We'll see.
Like, but okay.
Yeah.
So to end off, we're gonna be talking about past relationships now. Like that's the last topic.
I got nothing. But you know me,
well,
like.
well, you can at least still give like your opinion on this.
Oh,
So,
okay. Just a disclaimer for people
He
listening.
said, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
can't.
Just a passive check for this. Disclaimer for people listening. Laura, hear me. Hi. Never dated before, so relationship where? Like who is that?
Well,
Just
okay, then
continue.
we got the trifecta right now because you're never dated me, and I've never seriously dated anybody, and then B with his long-term relationship.
hello, how you
What do
doing?
you mean never seriously? You dated?
I've never dated, not like that.
All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. So continue. Continue.
So, first question is really simple. Really simple. Is it okay to be friends with your ex?
Is
Yes.
it okay to be friends with your ex? I feel like it is okay. Preceding that, this ex is not toxic and she's not like ruining your future. If it's just like you guys ended on a good note, yeah, why not?
Okay,
Yes,
I agree. Like as long as it's like a mutual break.
as long as they respect the boundaries.
Exactly. Like if she sees you with somebody and then he or she sees you with somebody and then they're not trying to get back with you knowing that you're ready.
Care, hold
Exactly,
on
we're
to
trying
that.
to play the.
Yeah.
You said something, and I was gonna ask at the end. Hold on to what
Okay.
you just said.
Write it down.
Okay.
Write it down. Write it down. Write it down.
No, he knows what I'm about to say.
Oh gosh. Okay. Go.
Okay. So then we're gonna just move fast then.
Okay.
Is cheating the only reason you can leave someone?
Is cheating the
No.
only no abuse?
There we
The
go.
abuse.
There's there's a whole lot to reason.
Yeah.
why
There's
you
a lot more.
leave someone.
Cheating, abuse.
Like if
Go.
if in all honesty, if I've fallen out of love with someone, I'm not going to stick around, knowing that I'm not going to get them the affection that I need from them. Because in order to love someone, like if loving someone is a choice, and if they are choosing not to love me in the way that I needed to be loved, then I'm not going to stick around to suffer with not getting what I need.
Okay. Could you elaborate on that a little more though? About like what is that like? What do you need? Like how can they show that they love you?
By adhering to whatever my love language is. Like, and I hate the term love language because there's a lot of different ways to show someone that you care for them.
Yeah.
But so for me, I am the type of person where I didn't realize that I like physical touch until I was with someone who that's what they love. That's what they do, is they give off physical touch. And I was like, oh wow, this is different. Like I'm normally the person that's always handsy touchy feeling. I'm gonna touch you. Like if it's playful hitting you, something, I'm gonna touch you. I can't help it. But that is how I show affection in various different ways. So receiving that, I didn't realize that I enjoyed receiving that. But what I do know that I enjoy is just sitting in the space with someone. And if the person that I'm dating, if they don't want to sit in the space, even if we're not talking, if you just don't want to sit in the space with me and you want to be separated from me at all times, or if I'm sitting in the living room, you come in, you say hi, and then you go into the bedroom, you stay there, nah, I ain't got time. I can't. Because that's not showing me that you care about how I need to be fulfilled.
Okay. I actually don't know my love language like that. I do think it's like physical touch too. I do love like a good hug, like a very like tight gripped hug, where I can like feel as if my ribs are gonna be crushed. That's like my number one. Like I need a hug.
That's cool. I think I have same thing over here. Like if I were, but like I do love hugs. Like don't give me like the fake one, like the
Oh, the little
the air
side
hug or
The church hug.
or the side.
The
Yeah,
church
I feel
hug.
like at that point, just give me a dab. Like don't give me that fake hug. Like I got dirt on my shirt, bro. Like you really gonna hug? And if you're not a hugging person, then all right, let me know. I'll just give it a dab. Like don't fake it.
Damn me up.
Like no, like really, I hate that. But yeah, for love language, I think is that, or I don't mind like just chilling. Like you don't have to be in the same couch as me. Like I don't hate that, but at the same time, it's like if you chilling with me too, then I would like that. Like just chill with me. Like you can do your own thing on that couch,
Breathe
and I'm
my
here.
air.
But we in the same room, you know. That's me. Yeah, I think that's just it. If I were to be in a relationship,
Okay.
I think. 'Cause I don't know.
For all the people listening, Care and Aura are both single. If y'all want to shoot y'all shots in the comment section down
shoot.
below.
Don't shoot at Aura.
I'm done with you. I'm done.
Don't shoot at Aura.
All right, so Care had brought this up, and now we can finally talk about it. How do you set your boundaries?
No.
What?
See, I don't know how to. I don't know how to set healthy boundaries.
I just say no.
Because no is sometimes no is too hard of a word for other people.
That's on them. I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
supposed to. Wait.
Yes. Go ahead. Say what you're about to say. Say it.
I'm supposed to. I ain't gonna say it. Hold on. Yo, if I say no, no means no. I don't care if it's hard for you to grasp that. I don't care if it's hard for you to accept that. Whatever dilemma you get from me saying no, you're going to deal with that. No is no. It's the same thing as somebody is like, how come you don't want to do this? Because I don't want to. That is very much a valid answer. That should be 100 points in the exam. I don't want to. That's cool. Right? And if you can tell that the person says they don't want to because they generally don't want to, it's not because they're afraid or something. Like, yeah, we could probably talk about it, but I don't want to. No is no. I don't want to. That's boundaries. That's it.
Okay, pause.
Period.
Before we continue, what kind of boundaries are you talking about?
What kind of money are you talking about?
No, not you. B. What kind of boundaries are you talking
Oh,
about?
just boundaries in general. I didn't like.
In general.
Like,
dying.
are you talking about like sexual boundaries? Like somebody like walking to the room, like the woman walking or whoever. It's just like, hey, I need to peg you. Like, are you talking like that?
What?
Like,
Yo, okay, I don't know where we're going to. All I know is that no is universal. So no matter what kind of language y'all want to talk about, no is no. So
no means no.
Oh shit!
I care. I didn't know where you was going with it. That's what
I don't know. Care is...
What I was not going that way.
Oh, okay.
Shit. So what I was asking, it basically, setting boundaries is not necessarily a yes or no thing. For instance, whenever there's one particular friend where I do this with her almost all the time. If I'm feeling some type of way and I need to talk to somebody and I can't reach out to my therapist, then I'll reach out to one of my good friends and I'll be like, hey, do you have the capacity to listen to what I have to say? How is your mental health for you to listen to what I have to say? That is me setting a boundary of whether or not, if she says, I can't handle this right now, I'm sorry, I have too much on my plate, I can't handle what you have going on, then I'm not going to say it. But I'm not going to, if I asked her, how are you feeling? And she goes, no, I'm never going to talk to her again.
Oh.
Like, I would never reach out.
Shit.
I would never go to her and say anything. If I'm trying to set a boundary in a sense of, if I'm trying to set a boundary that requires you to be more, give me more dialogue than a yes or a no, and you just cut me off with a no, and I needed something else from you, then I wouldn't be open to talking to you. I wouldn't be open to doing things with you or experiencing things with you in general.
Hey, listen!
Alright, so my turn.
Oh my god.
Where did that come from?
It's me with the sound clip. Listen, it's my turn. Listen, when I say no, I'm not talking about somebody who would just throw out the word no when you expect like some sort of reasonable thing or answer. Like it'd be like, yo, for example, are you able to do yada 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 or talk to me, or like you just said, let's say your question was, do you have the mental capacity to listen to me today, right? and the person just said no dot, okay, either A, you just met that person and you're trying to risk, or B, that person's already like having a bad day themselves. Obviously, if I'm going to ask a friend that, the friend won't just say no, right? When I say boundaries, when I say no, I mean the subject of not being okay with it, or you don't have to say no exactly, but it could be like, nah, I don't want to do this, or I don't feel like talking about it, or this is not something I'm used to and I don't want to explore it. Period. That's what I mean. That's what I meant by no. If somebody replies and says no straightforward, either you know that person from mad long and you're cool with him just saying no, but that's what I meant by that. That's what I meant by in terms of boundaries. And the way you gave it was more like you respected boundaries. In this case, you were respecting a boundary. You didn't give a boundary because you were asking if that person was available to listen, and that person was like, "No, I'm not available to listen," and you said, "Okay." That right there.
Yeah, well,
is
that's what I'm saying.
respecting.
That's the type of way I expect other people to give me boundaries.
Yeah,
I have a
hopefully.
hard time. I, honest to God, have a hard time with setting boundaries with people, which is the reason why I'm in Texas. I have a hard time setting boundaries with people because how you mentioned earlier that you enjoy helping other people out because it makes you feel good. I am very selfish 100% in that manner. I help other people not because they need the help, not because they're asking me for help. I help other people because I like the way it makes me feel helping other people.
Okay.
And I will 99.9% of the time tell people yes, regardless of how I'm feeling at that time. Like, since September, I've started practicing saying no and explaining why I'm not going to do something, or if this comes in like a text message, ignoring it. But I don't know how to set boundaries in that sense where it doesn't, where I'm not feeling overwhelmed by accepting whatever somebody else is asking of me. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
I don't know why. I thought when you said no, I thought you were saying no. It doesn't make sense for a second there. Or like, I had to pause. Like, what?
Bombastic side eye.
Whatever.
Criminal offensive side.
All right, very good. No, I do understand. I get it now. Okay, then yes. I'm just saying that if in my perspective is that if somebody doesn't respect a boundary, there shouldn't be a debate. Like, just go away, walk away from them. That's
agree.
it.
Like that, setting your boundaries is very important. Like, even though I was joking about the whole pegging thing, but like, yo, honestly,
that was funny.
Like if your partner wants to peg you and you're not with that, like, just as a horrible example, you have to set that boundary. If your partner wants to leave because of that,
that should be a boundary well before you establish a relationship.
Hey, you never know. Some people come up with crazy kinks. Like, people want to spice up the relationships here and there, but
not with pegging.
I don't know. Some people are different. I couldn't do it, but like, I couldn't do it. I'm very cut and dry. Like, it's we can't bring that to the table at all. But
oh my God.
But yeah, like, if someone does cross your boundaries, I think that you can have a conversation with them, like, hey, like, this wasn't cool. Like, I don't want this to happen ever again in our relationship. And then you can set that, like, literally set that boundary. If they cross it again, then it's like, all right, hey, listen, you already crossed me the first time. Like, we can just cut it from here, and then you can move on from the relationship. Like, if you want to be friends, you can be friends, but if you don't want to, like, it's all up to you. But like, respecting people's boundaries and safe space, like, is very, very, very important, especially in like any understanding of a relationship, like friendship, or like even like as a romantic partner.
See, when it comes down to that, though, that also requires you to have not necessarily eloquent communication skills with that individual, but that requires you to have an understanding of that person's communication level. Because some people don't understand when you ask, hey, this is how you put it. This long time I'm going to say this, I'm not going to accept it that way. Sometimes that's a real, like, to people. So coming to the understanding of how you can approach that conversation with someone and setting that boundary. Like, with my family, I can't set boundaries that way with them. Really? They're not going to understand. No, they're not going to understand. They are going to, it's going to go in one ear, sit there for 2 days, and go out the next ear. They're not going to be able to comprehend the fact that I'm not able to adhere to whatever it is that they want.
Wow. I thought as family, like, they should have been more understanding, but then again, like, I feel like family, they think that he could just always cross boundaries anyways, because
you're going to get over it. You're strong. You're this.
You have
like,
to
no.
love them.
Yeah.
All right. Aura, you going to say something?
Nah. I'm at the point where I'm too tired to deal. So I'm just gonna avoid. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna avoid. If I see that somebody doesn't have a filter or they don't like respect boundaries, I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm just gonna stay away.
All right.
Too tired.
Well, speaking of tired, y'all, it's getting late. For our listeners out there, if you ever feel as if like you are self-harm or if you need someone to talk to, you can always text home to 741-741 anywhere in America, in the United States, at any time, for any crisis, and then you will be talking to a live trained crisis counselor, either through text or by phone call. I will also be leaving the phone number for the crisis helpline in the description box down below. But who wants to close us out for the night?
Has to be when I do. I do this all the time.
I did the last time.
That's a lie.
I think Carrie did do it the last time. I guess for my closing remark, I honestly don't have one. Like, I've never really thought about having one. Stay safe. Drink lots of water. Please don't forget to drink your water. And just know that someone out there will always love you. So, and just, I don't know. I don't really have nothing else to say.
Yeah, that's so good. I'll piggyback off you.
Thank you, Aura.
You're good. For the fellows out here, thank you for listening. For everybody, thank you for taking your time to listen. Just a word of advice: space. All right, space is very important. If you had to create space, if you got to find space, if you have to borrow space for a bit, do it. It'll definitely help you out in the long run in anything that you do. So find space.
All right, say less. All right, have a good night, everybody. We will see you on next episode.